dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Jayanti Ravi, Dr. Anirban Ganguly, Sri Arinda Mukherjee, Dr. Saru Prasad Ghosh, all the distinguished participants, gracious ladies and gentlemen, I am truly delighted to be part of this event, which is slated to assess the 75-year journey of our republic, how it has traversed these years, 7.5 decades, and what are the goals, the future that it has to strive for. I am delighted that it is being held at Auroville. Is a place where an attempt is being made to actualize the dream of Sri Aurobindo. We know Sri Aurobindo was in the series of great rishis of our country, Bharat, since the time of Vedas. A very, very luminous sun in that galaxy of rishis who understood the essence which the Vedic rishis had revealed, that the entire creation is a family. The Vyashti, Samashti and Srishti are all integrally connected, and the Parameshti, the Ishvara, Parameshwara, permeates in every element of it. And so the whole world is a family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So his dream was to have an experiment, a place where the people from any nationality, any part of the world, cutting across the divide which the humans have created, people could come, live together as brothers and sisters, live together, work together, strive together to the higher goals of life and creation, as an example for the whole of the world. So this Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which is the foundational principle of Bharat, that is the foundational principle of Auroville also. And when we get together and try to assess, evaluate the journey of our republic, which place could be more appropriate than this one? I am happy that the organizers choose this place, and Auroville Foundation has, as ever, happily collaborated with this. Friends, when we try to assess 75 years of journey of our republic, how do we assess it? What are the metrics on which we are judging where we have reached, what we have achieved, what we have not achieved? We know a republic is an institution created by people of Bharat for the good of Bharat, which eventually leads to the good of the world. Republic is not Bharat. Republic is an institution. Many times our people confuse, and the Bharat, it goes in the background. So when we are assessing the 75 years of our journey, of our republic, I would like to place it in two segments. From the birth of Republic till 2014, and second phase is after 2014. Now when Republic was created by the people of Bharat, Republic was given a task, and the task is well documented, explicitly documented in the Constitution. What were these tasks? Against which we need to judge where we have reached, how we have fared. It says that Republic is created to ensure that every citizen of Bharat has access to justice, social justice, economic justice, political justice. Republic is created to ensure that every citizen of Bharat is treated equal in status and opportunity. Republic of Bharat was created to ensure that people of Bharat live in fraternity, harmoniously together. And integrity and unity of Bharat is strengthened. These were the spelled out objectives, goals set for the Republic. Now let us recollect. How did we fare? How did Republic fare? Come to social justice. Justice, social justice, economic justice, political justice. Come to social justice. Every now and then we read in the newspapers that there are people, we read here in our state, that a section of our people, our Dalits, off and on, they are beaten up in a village for walking a particular path. They are beaten up for wearing footwears. In classrooms, there are walls which segregates the students in schools. And in some cases, when I read the paper news, I got the news. I said I would visit the school. And when I visited, before I visited, they broke the wall. But I'm sure it hasn't gone away from the mind. So why and how come a large section of our people are yet deprived of social justice? When it comes to economic justice, when Bharat became independent, we were the 6th largest economy in the world. When at the time of colonization, we were the number 1. And we dropped down to 6th. But until 2014, what happened? What has been the journey of Republic? By 2014, Bharat became the 11th economy. We dropped down. Bharat became much, much poorer. 30% of our people, over 30% of our people were living in absolute poverty. And you know what absolute poverty is? When an individual, a person, is denied of the basics to ensure a dignified living. A house, a roof over the head, food to eat, clothes to wear, drinking water, access to drinking water, basic amenity. If the person falls sick, medicines to treat. Now, for 75 years, which means 3 generations, for those people, what is the meaning of republic? We all talk big. All the values enshrined in the Constitution. The promises made to the people of Bharat. But when you look at those people who for 75 years have been denied, and I would say 75 years, I would say till 2014, at least economic justice. Now what is the situation today? Post 2014, post after Narendra Modi as a Prime Minister of Bharat, when he took over. As far as economic justice is concerned, our poverty, which was over 30%, has come down to 4% in just about a decade. 25 crores people have been lifted out of poverty. When it comes to the health care, 41 crore Ayushman card has ensured universal health coverage. No one is left out. At the time, 2014, more than half of Bharat was in darkness, no access to electricity. Today, electricity is reaching saturation. Half the country had no access to drinking water. Today, it is nearing saturation. Over 4 crores people who were homeless have got homes. Nearly 60% of our people were going for open defecation. Our mothers, sisters, daughters had to suffer the indignity and also insecurity. Today, every house, we are open defecation free, every house has a toilet. So you see the journey of Republic in the last 10, 11 years and journey of Republic which was there before. If you look at political justice, what is political justice? Is it merely just to go and cast the vote? Everyone has one vote? If that is so, how come we are at a situation where the people are made to sell their votes for a bottle of liquor or maybe some cash? How come there are people who are not permitted to go and cast their votes? We know there are our state, there are areas where how much violence comes and people are prevented to go and cast their vote. So when it comes to justice, how we have fared, it needs to be assessed. When we talk about equality, right to equality is a fundamental right guaranteed in the Constitution. But is it right really available? Is it not a common knowledge? We all know that justice is a marketable commodity. A person who has money gets the justice. A poor person is denied the justice. More money you have, there is a fair chance that you will get it. Is justice affordable? So when we say 75 years down the line, when we are assessing the status of Republic and promises made by the Republic to the people of Bharat, where are we? Fraternity? If you look at, there is an unfortunate disjoint. Until we became independent, how the people of Bharat lived together? Was there ever linguistic rights? Ever? People, they may say today with a short memory, but I don't recall in this 1,000 year of period of invasion, foreign invasion, subjugation and colonization, ever people of Bharat fought with each other. People. on the, in the name of language, in the name of ethnicity, in the name of region. Now what happened after Republic was born? Until 2014, nearly half the country, there was almost a civil war-like situation. Northeast, people were killing each other. People versus people, one ethnic group versus other ethnic group. Security forces versus people. Jammu and Kashmir, it was all peaceful. But then it erupted, violence erupted. Lakhs and lakhs of Hindus and Sikhs were forced to leave the place. Thousands and thousands of people were killed. Nearly 200 districts of our country, Maoists had the, gun-toting Maoists had the free run. They ran their own parallel governments. Terrorists could strike at will any city or any iconic institutions in our country. And 5,000 to 6,000 of our people, Indian citizens, including nearly 800 to 1,000 security force personnel, used to die every year. What happened? What happened that the people who were living harmoniously together, with coming of Republic, they started killing each other. Now, after 2014, things changed. The Northeast is now a story of peace and progress. We don't hear people, one ethnic community fighting the other one. We don't hear armed insurgents fighting the state. Northeast is a story of peace and progress. Northeast is scripting the story of Viksit Bharat. They are building semiconductor chips. Mega international events are being hosted there. Jammu and Kashmir, peaceful. Occasional incidents may happen. But in terms of economy, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of tourist visit, in terms of democracy from the grassroots upward, it is thriving. Maoists who had practically captured the whole heartland of this country, 200 districts, they are shrunk to just less than 1 dozen, and they are counting days. Terrorism, by and large, country is free. But till 2014, what happened that since the birth of Republic till 2014, all these development, all these problems continued multiplying. When it comes to our nation's integrity, why did we have to lose almost half of Jammu and Kashmir? We allowed Pakistan to grab it and keep it. We were capable of taking it back without much difficulty because we were far more stronger at the time when Pakistan captured it. But we didn't do that. Instead, we went to a third party, pleading for mediation. An open and shut case, Jammu and Kashmir, part of Bharat, was made a disputed place. United Nations Military Observer Group was stationed in Srinagar until Prime Minister Modi came and wound it up. They had to wind up and go. About 30,000 square kilometers. When China grabbed it, at that time China was not a military power at all. China was far, far more vulnerable. But we chose to suppress the fact from the people. We just ignored it. In 70s, Kachadivu Island, which was the main source of livelihood of our fishermen, part of Bharat's territory, was given away to Sri Lanka, creating a perennial crisis of livelihood for our fishermen. Whenever Pakistan, and which they did very often, inflicted terror attacks, why didn't we teach them a lesson? Why did we make our military solely dependent on foreign supplies? Why didn't we make defense wares? So when it comes to the nation's unity and integrity, systematically we kept losing and ignoring the losses, at times giving away. Why did all these things happen? And what did Prime Minister Modi did? We know for the terror attack, what happened when 26/11 and what happened after Pahalgam attack. 26/11, within 9 months, we know the whole country was total embarrassment, anger, humiliation that a handful of Pakistani terrorists, they kept the whole city hostage, the whole country hostage. And within 9 months, our Prime Minister goes and meets the Prime Minister of Pakistan and signs an MOU. Terrorism is an international problem and both countries are victims of terrorism. It was a shameful day. But then, that is how they looked at the country. We know what we have witnessed when Pakistan did in Pahalgam, what cost they had to pay. Was it possible for Bharat to have Operation Sindoor before? I would emphatically say no. Before Prime Minister Modi, it was not possible, because our political leaders lacked the guts. They were afraid of nuclear blackmail of Pakistan. They were weak. They were not aware of the strength of this Bharat as a Rashtra. Our military was solely dependent on supply from foreign. Operation Sindoor demonstrated what self-reliant military can do in a short and swift war. Not only we destroyed the terrorist infrastructure, their headquarters, their training camps, their barracks, but also completely incapacitated Pakistan's military capacity to strike back and forced Pakistan to sue peace, have ceasefire. This new journey of republic that began in 2014, what was before, what was different before, and what happened after 2014? What is the new thing that Prime Minister Modi brought, and what is his magic? You know, Bharat, which was born at least 5,000 years ago, as a Rashtra, on the drishti, the outlook, the philosophy, that we are all members of one family. Diversity became a celebration. Like million leaves of a tree, no two leaves are alike. Hundreds of branches of the tree, no two branches are alike. And yet, away from the tree, these leaves and branches have no existence. They are all integrally connected. This view, this philosophy, translated into our day-to-day life with the hard work of our rishis since the time of Rig Veda, that created Bharat. They created institutions all over Bharat, which they might have, each institution might be falling in the territory of a particular king, but it did not belong to that king, it belonged to whole Bharat. It's entirely a new evolution, a new experiment. Diversity as a celebration, This was the foundational principle of Bharat when it says Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. But after Republic came into being and the people, those who started running the Republic, they turned this diversity into differences. This turning diversity into differences, and then we started looking at differences. And the strength, the force, the glue that kept us together, that was systematically ignored. In our discussion, we gave a lot of emphasis nation state, but Rashtra was forgotten. In our outlook, dharma is a way. We know it very well. There could be hundreds of religions, but there is only one dharma. And that dharma is a Sanatan dharma that says that we are all members of one family. There is no concept of pagan, there is no concept of kafir. We are all members of one family. You have your ways, other person has one's way, nevertheless we are all members of a family. But unfortunately, systematically, people, those who ran the Republic, who conducted the affairs of Republic, they changed their outlook. They ignored Bharat. In fact, there was a divorce between Rashtra and the Republic. And our first Prime Minister is on record saying that my biggest challenge is to create a secular state in a profoundly dharmic society. So a conflict began between the society and the Republic, which represents the state. And so they started turning away from the vital element, the force of the Rashtra. Dharma was replaced by religion. Sarvamat Sambhav, with equal respect to all, was replaced by Dharma Nirpekshata. Turn your face away. You know, the positive concept and the negative concept. The positive concept, yes, you are all. Equal respect to all and equal distance for all, there is a world of difference between the two. Politics of appeasement. We know how people from East Pakistan and then from Bangladesh were systematically encouraged to infiltrate into Bharat in Assam and Bengal by the governments of the time, because they looked at them as their electoral assets. They infiltrated, they continued infiltrating, and they have reached a stage where the whole demography is so heavily changed, so heavily distorted, that is scary. Because the people, those who came from East Pakistan and Bangladesh, those who infiltrated, they brought with them a kind of a cultural chemistry which did not gel with the cultural chemistry of Bharat. Cultural chemistry of Bharat is we are all one. There is no difference. We are diverse, but we are not different. But those who come with the notion of kafir, that no, you cannot. You are different, we are different. There is no question of meeting. On that very ground, this nation was partitioned. And those very people now coming in large number are changing the demography. It is manifested, sadly, we all watch it, in what is happening in Bengal. Bengal, which was the fountainhead of national resurgence, from where we got Bande Mataram, which ignited the whole country for independence, which was the mantra, the slogan of our freedom fighters all through the national freedom movement. Bengal, which gave stalwarts like Gurudev, Sri Aurobindo. So many of them, you keep counting, there is no, you lose. Now that Bengal today, because of change in demography, and it has emasculated the pride of the society. It has dried the saps of the society. Today people are scared to talk about nation and nationalism. If you talk about Bharat, there is huge protest, there is huge hue and cry. Someone would like to blame a particular leader that the leader, he or she, is exploiting it. Yes, as a politician, they will exploit. That is unfortunately the situation where we have come. But what happened to the society, Bengali society as such, which was once the pride of the whole Bharat, it is now trapped in a situation where it seems there is no coming out. What happened in Assam? This gradual, steady, silent demographic invasion has created such a major threat. The Assam is grappling, people of Assam are grappling with it. Simanchal, Bihar, all these Kishanganj, Araria, Purnia, Katihar, all these areas, the demography has completely changed the cultural landscape of this whole region, that it doesn't look like, apparently, part of Bharat. Why did we allow all these things to happen? Why did we allow these demographic invasions? We know that there was a very senior leader in Assam who publicly said, so long Alis and Coolies are with us, we have no problem. Alis means infiltrators, and Coolies means Chai Bagan, the tea garden workers, those who taken from the central India as a labor in the tea gardens of Assam. This divorce from Rashtra for selfish political gain and politics of appeasement, it has destroyed. In 2008, the then government, union government, had set up an administrative commission report. That commission report, which was accepted by the government of India, it was headed by Sri Virappa Moiliji. It says that in certain geography of Bharat, violence is inherent. I really wonder what kind of thinking these people had. Which geography of Bharat violence was inherent? What he referred mostly to the northeastern region. And I ask anyone, tell me before independence, one incident where people fought with each other. Not even one incident. There was nothing called violence embedded or inherent in our geography. When it comes to, they say about various conflict, like linguistic conflict and other conflict, he says conflict is inherent in a society. What does it mean? Are we serious? Those guys who did it, were they serious? When terrorists were attacking, off and on, a whole country was, under what seas we were living. People were afraid to go to the malls because no place was safe. And then the report on terrorism says, terrorism has been there since the time Roman Empire. Now, this was the outlook of the people who ran this republic, who conducted the affairs of republic. Completely divorced and devoid of the session of Rashtra, of the sense of Rashtra. And we became weaker and weaker and weaker. Sri Aurobindo beautifully described Bharat. What is Bharat? He says Bharat is a living energy of a profound spiritual conception, profound spiritual conception given by our Vedic rishis that we are all one family. Not only humans, but plants and animals, we are all member of, each one of us is a member of one family. This profound spiritual conception, Bharat is the living energy. Where at the place where this spiritual conception, this Vedic truth, this Sanatan truth is practiced, is lived by, that energy that it creates, that is Bharat. And he further said, the existence and identity of Bharat depends on its loyalty, on her loyalty to this spiritual conception. If we are loyal to this Sanatan Dharma, the Vedic Dharma, Bharat is strong. If we are not loyal to it, if we are not practicing it in our day-to-day life, if we move away from it, Bharat will not survive. Bharat survived 1000 years of invasion, subjugation and colonization because this energy remained alive, though weakened. When Islamic invasion happened, we had a massive uprising growth of people. Those who took this profound spiritual conception through the marg of bhakti to the people. And we had a people from this, and this originated from this beautiful land, Tamil land, given by our Nayanars and Alvars. And then you go to different parts of Bharat. Odisha, it was Jayadeva. Bengal, it was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Assam, it was Srimanta Shankar Dev. Hindi heartland, it was Tulsidas. Kashmir, it was Lal Ded. Punjab, it was Guru Nanak. Gujarat, it was Narsingh Mehta. All over. Whole Bharat. People, they kept it. Those invaders kept destroying the institutions, but it lived in the heart of the people. Because this is what our great rishis did. But the way Republic functions, the way it divides, for the first 65, 70 years, it kept dividing the people in the name of caste, in the name of language, in the case of the custom, cuisines, and region. All possible division. They kept dividing the people. You know, Bharat is like a fish. If you remove the scales, no two scales are exactly alike. Because this is the beauty of creation. No two are exactly alike. If you keep removing the scales, the fish dies. If you keep dividing society in name of caste, religion, language, custom, cuisines, then Bharat will not survive. The Republic has been betraying Bharat until Prime Minister Modi came. What he did? He looked Bharat the way our Vedic rishis looked. It is a kutumbam, a family. And when Bharat, when it is your family, when 140 crores of people are your family, can you say that, look, I will feed so many people, I will keep so many people starving? Can we do it in our family? Even in our small family? Whatever food we have, we try to distribute to all. The fact, if one falls sick, we can't say that you will treat one and will not treat the other. So when Prime Minister Modi completely imbibed and imbued with a sense of Rashtra as a family, as a kutumba, when he launched these schemes, every individual who is a member of the family must have food to eat, must have a house, a roof over the head, must have access to the drinking water, must have electricity, must have access to cooking gas, must have ensured health care. And within 10 years, we have reached almost saturation. Open defecation, which people used to say it's a cultural issue, nobody even talked about it. Nobody bothered about the indignity and insecurity and great public health issue it created for our women. Today, in 10 years, open defecation, every house got the toilet. Because Modi looks at Bharat as a kutumba, a family, a parivar. This is a Rashtra Bodh. Rashtra is a parivar, is a kutumba. And our future has to be future of our republic determines on the course that we have chosen now, that we must continue looking Bharat as a family, as a Rashtra, as a kutumba. And we should not look at by the various diversities that we see which we need to celebrate. Look at the way Prime Minister Modi celebrates all the languages, all the cultures, all the festivals. Can anyone say that the amount of energy he has invested in preserving, promoting and glorifying Tamil language, anyone has done it? Tamil language, Tamil culture, Tamil heritage? No one has done it. People may have made politics out of it. But actual service to Tamil language, Tamil culture, Tamil heritage has been done by Prime Minister Modi. Not one or two, you keep counting. Beginning, installing the Senghor in the parliament, people had forgotten it. The witness to transfer of power, it happened from this land. It was a pride of the whole nation, but it was forgotten. Translating Tirukural in various languages, all the languages of Bharat and various languages of the world. Creating Tiruvalluvar Center, Cultural Center in Singapore. Tiruvalluvar Chair in Malaysia, Boston, USA. Promoting Tamil language in many countries like Fiji and all. A state-of-the-art research center for Tamil language, for classical Tamil, CICT was built by Modi. Subramaniam Bharati Chair in Banaras Hindu University for promotion of Tamil was done by him. Gangai Kodicholappuram 1000-year celebration, which our friend Anirban Gangli, he mentioned about it. Proudly. Whole world witnessed it. And he said he will build two magnificent statues of Rajaraja Chola and Rajendra Chola. This is the pride that it comes to you when you treat the family of, you say anywhere, anything which is worth celebrating, you celebrate it. Our future and future of republic, which is so linked with the future of Bharat, depends on treating Bharat as a family, the way Prime Minister Modi has been doing. Now, challenges ahead. They are numerous. In governance, in the executive part of this, part of the republic, we have three pillars. Modi has done this, introduced it as a Bharat, as one family. And so all his policies are Bharat as a family. But this spirit has to permeate other pillars of our republic also. Our judiciary has been looking and interpreting the constitution largely from the Western perspective. Why didn't we look at Bharatiya jurisprudence? Our constitution never said that Bharat is a federation. No word, it says nobody. It says union. But it has been shifted to federation and moving, drifting towards American federation. There is a world of difference between union. Union is Sangha. Sangha, every member of the Sangha is united together with a sense of familyhood. A common shared belief, a conviction that we are member of a family. That is union. It's not a federation. Bharat is not a federation, it is a union. But unfortunately, we have not taught in our law schools, law university, judicial academy, what is Bharatiya jurisprudence, what is Rashtra. There is a huge deficiency of Rashtra Bodh in our legal fraternity. As a result, we have been models, Westminster model. Western ideas, Western institutions became our role model. it became just emulating. They were our inspiration. At what cost? At the cost that we started looking at diversity as differences and started breaking, disintegrating. There is a great need for this sense of, if Constitution of Bharat has been given by the people of Bharat, and ultimate custodian of Constitution of Bharat are the people of Bharat, not to any one pillar of our republic. They must have it in mind. It shouldn't be the arrogance that so-and-so is the custodian of Constitution. No. Ultimate custodian of Constitution are the people of Bharat. And you must have a sense of what is Bharat, what is Rashtra, and how Bharat survived, lived, thrived for all these 5,000 years. Western view is individualism. Bharatiya view is collectivism. Western view of looking at society is like a heap of sand grain, where every sand grain is autonomous, independent. It is just a collection of it. Bharatiya view is not. Bharatiya view is a living body, where every cell has its own uniqueness, but this cell is integrally, organically connected with the body. It does not exist beyond the body. The sense of togetherness we abandoned. It was all there in the Constitution. It's not that it's not there. It is there in the directive principles of state policy, but we didn't look at that side. We ignored those parts of it. And we kept accentuating, emphasizing on just individual. This Western ideas and institutions which clouded our thinking. It kept us away from the Rashtra. It kept us, the distance between Rashtra and Republic, it continued growing. Fortunately, this gap is now narrowing after Prime Minister Modi came. We need to bridge the gap to zero. And it is the responsibility of all of us, not only all the institutions, all the pillars of Republic, but it's the responsibility of people of Bharat. We need to liberate the Constitution from the clutches of legal fraternity, take it to the people of Bharat, to whom it belongs, who has created it. Why it is that the Constitution has been made so complicated, that as if it is not understood, it's not intelligible to the common man? It was created by the people of Bharat for them. But no, you have created so much of a jargon that you have distanced it from the people of Bharat. It has to be taken to the people of Bharat. They are the one who have given it, and they are the one who are the ultimate custodian of it. And as Prime Minister Modi has demonstrated, that people of Bharat are intelligent, people of Bharat are wise, not like many politicians who think that you give them false promises at the time of election, give them freebies, just lay the foundation stone and sort of forget it. People of Bharat are intelligent, and they have proved it again and again. Yes, the reward, the performance, the leader who delivers. They trust the trustworthy leaders. This Bharat has to wake up, and it is our duty to wake up, to make this Bharat wake up. And the conference, the one-day seminar that we have today, I am very sure that a lot of churning will happen. And through this churning, a lot of ideas will come. How to take forward our journey of the Republic, how to align Republic with the Rashtra, to the good of how Republic functions, to the good of Rashtra. How the true spirit of the Constitution is imbibed and implemented. How everyone moves forward as one family. I'm sure this seminar will come up with a lot of ideas. Thank you very much for the patient listening. Thank you.